You have to be authentic with your customers. And it's just absolutely imperative that you learn as a salesperson how to build trust and respect with your customer. And if you can't be authentic and you can't build that trust and respect, a lot of times when I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I may come out of the chute too boldly, and sometimes I know that. So if you as an individual back off of me a little bit, that's one of my first signals to say, "Oh, Karen, back off your expressiveness." When you're self-aware of your behavior and you're self-aware of how your behavior affects others, then that self-awareness helps you then build the trust and respect when you're with somebody because you're acting in a professional way. There are basically 4 styles that I think are important for sales folks, and you don't have to get real complicated about it. But there's the driver style and there's the analytic style, and those two, if you were to draw 4 squares, are at the top of the 2 squares, and they're all about task. So they want to get to task right away. Underneath the analytic and the driver, in the bottom part of the square, are the amiables and the expressives, and they're all about people. So they want to relate with people first before they want to do tasks first. If you take the square right to left, on the left side of the square is the analytic and the amiable. They're all about asking. If you look at the driver's side or the right side of the square, the drivers and the expressives are all about telling. So if you just know the 4 squares, and the top is about task, the bottom is about people, the left is about ask, the right is about tell, that's all you really need to know. So when you're listening to people, are they telling you what to do, or are they asking you questions? Are they talking about tasks, or are they talking about people? When you start to listen for that, you'll figure out which style somebody's in pretty quickly. I'm an expressive. And as being an expressive, my opposite is the analytic. So the analytic wants a lot of detail, and they want a lot of really good rational reasons. Well, as an expressive, I just like big picture, let's fly around and see what we can do and have 80,000 options. Well, I know when I'm talking to an analytic that if I don't have good, hard facts and a plan in place, I won't get anywhere with them. So I have to modulate how I work with an analytic a whole lot versus how I would work, for example, with another expressive or another driver, for example. Drivers just want information, so just give them the information. After you give them the information, then they may do some social work with you, and then expressive and drivers get along fine. For example, an amiable and an expressive, they want your cooperation. And so they want to do a little bit more social building before you actually go into talking about what your product or service is. So if I really just wanted to get right into my product or service with an amiable, that won't work either. I have to be able to build some rapport with them in the beginning.